Hey Sass Squad, welcome back to the video. So I'm still kind of on a hiatus break from playing Pokemon Go, but I did want to try out this fun team that I saw people running. It's what you would call an ABB team on PB Poke rankings. It is Alolan Marowak with Shiftry and Ferrothorn. The basic idea of this team is to try to bait out your opponent's counter and then sweep the remainder of their team with your other grass type. So, for example, if you lose the lead to Azumarill, a lot of times I like to switch to Shiftry. But in this comp, I'm actually trying out Shadow Shiftry, and let's just jump into these battles. Alright, so in this very first battle, we're going to see a Medicham lead, and obviously this is good for Marowak, so I'm just going to stay in here, and I'm not even going to bait. Like, I'm not really a huge fan of baiting, but they do switch to Azu, so I'm going to instantly switch to our Shadow Shiftry here. And as you can see, I can get to a Leaf Blade before they can get to an Ice Beam, and we're going to shield the Ice Beam, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to store 2 Leaf Blades before we throw one of them. That way we have 1 Leaf Blade for Medicham when it comes back in. And I mean, honestly, I don't even know if they shield here. It doesn't really matter. This is still pretty good for us. Okay, so they don't shield. And we actually get off another Leaf Blade, which is pretty nice. They will shield this one, of course, and they're gonna save their energy. So in this situation, they switched to Stunfisk right away, and I end up throwing a Bone Club. I don't know if that was kind of like a panic move. I feel it's not a bad play, but it was not really necessary, I feel, because I can just bring Ferrothorn in here. I guess regardless, I probably would have had to use Marowak a little bit to do some damage on Stunfisk here. Because in this situation, I don't even want to shield. I just want to get off damage, and now we can kind of just farm Stunfisk, but I didn't really want to shield an unnecessary Rock Slide or something. And in this situation, if I shielded the Power Up Punch, I would have died. So they end up going Psychic first, which ends up not winning them the game. Yeah, if they would have baited me and then threw Psychic, that would have been enough to knock out Marowak. So that's what I was thinking they were going to do, but regardless, we were able to pull that one off. Good game. Okay, so yeah, honestly, guys, I've been thinking about making a video about why I've taken a break from playing Pokemon GBL, but I don't know yet. Like, I've just been kind of hanging tight and doing more variety on my Twitch stream at the moment. I did the Players Cup this weekend, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's just been pretty busy. So as you can tell here, this is pretty decent for us. We switched to Shiftry to line up against their Azumarill, and they bring back in their Abomasnow. We're not really worried here. We're just going to throw Foul Play and let the Abomasnow take down Shiftry, and we're just going to line Marowak back up with Abomasnow. And yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, we don't really have to shield anything here. And they're just, it seems that they're just going to throw straight Weather Balls. They do end up throwing in Sableye. And I guess I decided I could throw Shadow Bone here, and maybe I get the debuff, but it doesn't necessarily matter too much because Ferrothorn can kind of come in here and tank a Foul Play, throw a Power Whip. We're not really too worried about it. In comes the Abomasnow again. Abomasnow will have to throw some energy here, and you know, honestly, I don't think it looks like it gets close here, but it's really not. Like, the Fire Spin from Marowak is just doing so much damage to Abomasnow. Okay, GG. So this battle is interesting because we're actually facing the same team comp. And I kind of was assuming that when I saw the Marowak lead, and I made some risky plays here. I mean, I'm sure this will depend on the person you're playing and all that jazz, but in this situation, I don't shield, and I do make the right call, and then I just go aggressive, and they do shield. I don't think it really matters, just because they do, like, I guess a part of me was like, this has to be the Shadow Bone now. And I decided to go double Shadow Bone, not really thinking much about it. And we do get both shields, so in my mind I'm thinking we can actually switch to Shiftry because none of Marowak's charge moves are actually scary to Shiftry, really. I mean, they can do damage, but as you can see, they end up switching out the Ferrothorn. And one thing that I found that's kind of interesting about Shadow Shiftry versus regular Shiftry is that Shadow Shiftry can, with energy lead, outpace and beat Ferrothorn before it throws a move if you go double foul play. It's pretty insane, actually. So as you can tell, that alone, like, knowing that I don't have the shield here and we still get a move off, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm assuming they have Shiftry in the back, which, to be fair, they might be thinking like, oh, I can use my Shiftry to beat their Ferrothorn. It's not that they have a chance, but I have a shield still, realistically. And look at this, I mean, I can take a move and then throw a Power Whip. So it's really interesting how we start off with the exact same idea, and somehow, just by the calls I made on my predictions, I was able to come out on top pretty safely, actually. I don't know if the Shadow Shiftry makes... I think maybe Shadow Shiftry does make a difference here. Okay, so this is kind of a scary lead, but generally you don't want to switch out on a Machamp. So I guess I could have predicted this as a cross drop, but at the same time, it's just so early in the match, and if I don't predict that correctly, then I'm just gonna get kind of destroyed by a Machamp. So I'm gonna play a little safe here, and I think it's okay. You know, part of me was thinking they might bait again, and that was silly of me. But fortunately for us, that this isn't the worst situation we could be in. Like, it's definitely not ideal to lose a switch like this, and we don't have any idea what they're running in the back. You know what I mean? We have no clue. They bring in the Alolan Marowak, and we throw a Thunder, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch in Shiftry here. Because again, it seems, you have to think about things like this. It's like, yeah, it's a fire Pokemon, but Shiftry is still faster at gaining energy, and it threatens. And we have an Ozzy in the back, and that's just, our opponent just quit the game, yo. And I can understand. I don't think, they probably could have knocked out Shiftry, but I think we would have still won with Ferrothorn. Okay, so in this battle, this is a good battle. I feel like it's probably better to stay in against the Alterias than just go straight Shadow Bone. This battle is kind of tough. This is, honestly guys, I've been, you know, when you make content like this, sometimes you want to like showcase losses as well. And I haven't really, like, I feel like there could be a lot of benefit showcasing a lot of battles where I misplayed and how I could have won them or how I missed the win condition. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a video like that, because, you know, obviously there's a lot to learn from a loss as well. Okay, so they bring in Deoxys here on the Ferrothorn, by the way, and this isn't terrible. Like, none of Deoxys' moves really are threatening to Ferrothorn. Like, yeah, it has counter, but it's also Deoxys defense. So as you can tell here, we're able to kind of leverage this decently. I mean, it's not like the best, but it's not terrible. And I think what we end up doing is we just bring Marowak back in, we go for farm down, and Altaria comes back. I think I just let Marowak die here. And I'm gonna just come in with Shiftry. I'm gonna try my best to just foul play. A foul play will knock out, but you know, they make a great switch here, because I was like, a Leaf Blade might actually get the shield or knock out there, and they switch to Ferrothorn, and understand that if I just didn't throw a Leaf Blade here, and I just threw straight foul plays, I'm pretty confident I could have won this. I don't think, they may have just had an error, they might have a Sky Attack on Altaria, but I think realistically I had enough energy to throw 2 foul plays before their Power Whip. And yeah, actually, they did have the energy there. I think it would have been extremely close. I didn't really sit down and like really look at how much energy I would have had on Shiftry by the time the Altaria came back in. The Altaria did have Sky Attack, so I don't know. Maybe we weren't gonna win that battle regardless. But yeah, that was a good game. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to get back on the ball here. On my YouTube, I'm definitely gonna be posting more Pokemon Go PvP content. On Twitch, though, I'm kind of experimenting a little bit more with variety. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next video. The Stats was getting stronger each and every day. Guys, have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.